This episode of It's the End of the World as We Know It and I Feel Fine was made possible by contributions from slaves like you. Thank you very much.
But it's not good enough. I've told you fellas time and again, this haka won't work until you get the first action right. You're reaching up for all these ancestral lines and you're pulling them down into your body. The wairua of your ancestors. Some of you look as though you're reaching for butterflies or something. Now let's do it again. And wake up!
It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine.
Good morning, slaves, and welcome to a special edition of It's the End of the World as We Know It and I Feel Fine. This week we're in occupied Aotearoa, otherwise known as New Zealand. And I bring you an exclusive motherfucking interview. But before we do that, let's go back in time.
Terror. Terrorism. Terror.
Remember this douchebag?
Terrorist.
Okay, enough of that.
Terrorist.
Yep, Bush Jr. unleashed the meme of the brown boogeyman into the minds of terrified white people everywhere. In occupied New Zealand, the government enacted the Terrorism Suppression Act in 2002. But guess what? There were no fucking terrorists to be found. That is, until this happened. A commission set up to look into claims of treaty breaches visited Tuho and got this welcome. The man wielding the shotgun is Tame Iti. In 2007, Tame, along with 16 other people, including activists and anarchists, were rounded up in a multi-city operation popularly known as the Terror Raids. You see, Dick Cheney can shoot his hunter partner in the face and get away with it, but when a brown man shoots holes into the Union Jack, well, you can figure out the rest. The government's case was so fucking weak and fraught with illegal searches and surveillance that they were forced to drop the charges on most of the people. This week, after 5 fucking years, the jury could not find the Freedom Fighters guilty of anything except weapons violations. The day before the good news arrived, I caught up with Tame outside the High Court in Auckland. Kia ora, Tame. So what the fuck is happening here today?
Hopefully today that we get a verdict of not guilty. So and hopefully they will dispel all these illusions that there was such a plan of creating a havoc in our community, which is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard in my life. And so we're really trying hard for us there to in our defence, and we've been undermined, marginalised again for the last 150 years. So hey, it's just a continuation of this of imperialism that still have this kind of paranoia about that we have a plan. We do have a plan. We have a plan that the right of us to govern ourselves. It's not a secret about that. Those matters are on the table between ourselves, the two-way nation, and the Crown.
And what are you being charged with?
Being charged for is what they call organised crime. Firstly, they were trying to charge us under the Terrorism Act, but the police failed really to produce hardcore evidence that that's what we've been charged with. At the moment, and finally there was 18 of us got taken out. There left 4 of us now. We're here for organised crime, planning to kill, to kidnap, to murder somebody, a police officer. So bullshit stuff.
Why the fuck is the government targeting you?
They just got really paranoid about when we talk about a independent nation. So they just come up with some really crazy ideas that we're not even allowed to think about. about the right of indigenous people, the right of Tūhoe to be in control of their own destination.
And that about does it for this edition of It's the End of the World as We Know It and I Feel Fine. Stay tuned next time for an update on the motherfucking Quebecois resistance. This week is my final week in the land of Kiwis, so check out the tour page at nset.com for details on where to catch me. And remember,
kia mau ki tō Māori. Te meho te mana I te toko maha, kei te rau paraha te toa me te kaha. Ana hone heke, topi a te pouhaki, nā te whakapairu o te mahi ingarihi. He me kōhuru I te tauiwi, ka whakahoki patu